Grand risings, grand risings, grand risings to everybody that this video reaches. I'm back with part 6. I decided to take y'all on a walk with me. I was going to wait until this afternoon to post this, but I had so many people like, come on sis, part 6, we need that. So I was like, I might as well do this while I go on a walk, because it'll keep me calm. Okay, so I basically left off telling y'all about the neighbor that lived down the street. Shout out to her. We called her TT in the hood. That's the neighbor who said that he came to her house trying to get me to go to the door. Okay, so in Milwaukee, I lived in a townhouse. Nice ass townhouse, okay? 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, garage, basement. There was a neighbor that lived this way to me. I did not know her. I used to know the neighbors who lived there, but she moved in maybe like 3 or 4 months before all of this happened. It was also in the police report that they interviewed her, and she said he did come to her door asking if she could knock on the door because his girlfriend would not let him in. I don't remember. I think she just said that she wasn't going to do it because she was like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay, so the detective leaves out. He go do something, and I did have a paper of my restraining order. The detective leave out, and he come back, and he like, Miss Jones, first of all, I'm so sorry for your loss. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that you had to go through this. From our findings and, you know, from us interviewing people, like we are definitely ruling it as a, you know what I'm saying, an unaliving event. I don't want to say the other word, but y'all get the memo. So I'm just like, I'm still in shock. I'm just like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess you know, that's how I felt. Like, I thank you. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to feel. I know that I had to call a lot of motherfucking people to tell them that this man did this to himself. So I was irritated with that alone because, damn, you just added more to my motherfucking plate. And when I tell y'all, I got so many story times for y'all because I done been through so much shit. This was some bullshit, though. So they removed his body from the scene. And I remember going in the garage, you know what I'm saying, to get in my car. And funky ass Milwaukee County didn't clean up the puddle. So it was just there. I leave. My friend, she met me at the friend whose mother told me that I was, you know, that he wanted to unalive me. She meets me. That friend meets me. She meets me at my house, and she trails me to her house. We get to her house, and her mother was already there. She looked at me, and she gave me the biggest hug in the world. She said, congratulations, your life starts over today. And I couldn't do nothing but cry. She said, God is so pleased with you. He is so pleased with you. You were obedient, you heard him, you listened, and you took action as needed. And baby, you walked away. Hold on, I gotta pause. You walked away untouched. Oh. Not a hair off, not a scratch. You walked away untouched. She said everything from this point, from this day forward, is about to get so big for you. Your blessings are about to flow. She said, Juju, you finna live the happiest life ever. You gonna go through shit. You gonna have trials, you gonna have tribulations. But overall, baby, God's so pleased with you that your blessings finna rain down on me. Oh, man. At the time, I wasn't feeling that shit. I heard her, and I was happy, but I was in such shock and in so much pain at the fact that what I just saw and what I just experienced, and I was also questioning myself, you know what I'm saying? She also told me, that, oh yeah, that man was in your house. I said, I felt like somebody was in my house last night. I felt like I seen somebody. I don't know if I was dreaming. I don't know what was going on, but I felt it. She said, child, you astro projected. Your body was asleep, but your spirit was all the way awake for that shit. She said he thought about offing you and leaving your daughter to find you. Then she said he thought about offering you and the dude I was with, because that was her godson. He said he thought about offing both of y'all. He thought about offing him, and then you find him. Baby, all in all, what stopped him, though, was the thought of your daughter. That man, she said, I can't say that man did take the time to think about your baby. And he was like, who gonna raise baby girl if I take her mama? So, again, I heard all of this, and I was just in shock, and I was in pain, and I was in agony, y'all. So, get this. Then I called the guy that was at my house to let him know what happened. He pauses for maybe 12 seconds, and he don't say nothing. He just like, oh my God. And I'm like, I know. He like, no. He like, that's why I got up in the middle of the night. I said, what you mean? He said, I woke up at 2 a.m. I went to the bathroom, and I was crying, and I was praying, and I was crying, and I was praying, and I didn't know why. But I was crying, and I was praying, Juju. That's all I knew to do. For 10 minutes, I'm sitting on the toilet. And I'm just like, are you serious? This feel like big spiritual warfare. What? So, not gonna hold y'all. I know R. Kelly is not everybody's favorite, because he ain't my favorite, because he was on some bullshit. But y'all know that song, he saved me. That shit played through my head. It lived in my head for the first week after this shit happened. You saved me. You said, because it gave me a second chance. You saved me. Y'all, I got a second chance at life. I'm not supposed, let the devil tell it I'm not supposed to be here. You feel me? So I try to go back home. 3 days after this, my homegirl mama was like, I want you to stay here for, a couple days so you can kind of have a break from that house. Y'all, I go back to that house, and when I tell y'all, that man was fucking with me from the other side. That man was fucking with me. I couldn't sleep. I was hearing his voice. I was seeing shit. It was horrible. It really was. One of my most dearest, closest friends, I don't know where she at, but I hope she find this video, because, girl, I love you. She was my next door neighbor, and she was there for a lot of shit that we had went through. I forgot how she found out about it, but she found out. No, she called me out of the blue. Hey, baby, what's up? And I'm like, we called her Boo. I'm like, Boo, I'm fucked up. Shit fucked up. I tell her what happened. She like, bitch, come pick me up from the bus stop. I'm actually headed home, but I can get off. I'm passing your house. That's what made me call you. So I go pick her up, y'all, but my car is in the garage. I parked my car in the garage while it was daytime. Now it's night. Y'all walked in that garage. It felt like somebody was fucking with me. It did. Felt like somebody was fucking with me. That's because somebody was fucking with me. I go pick her up, and she had to spend the night with me just for me to be comfortable at that house. After that, I started sleeping on couches. Friends, family, wherever I could, just to not be in that house. Y'all, at one point, I slept in my fucking car. Part 7, shit gets a little calmer, but it's still crazy. I'll be back.